Hello and welcome back to Factorio, or rather, just welcome, because we're a clone. We are the clone of the previous guy. You see, we have nothing in our inventory. We just spawned and landed in this half-finished factory, and we're like, Alright. Yeah, we have to start a little bit from scratch. I don't even know, like, what do I have usually in my inventory? Absolutely crazy. So, let's start off with a bit of that stuff. Plates, yes, always plates. Iron chests we don't need. We need a bunch of green ones and a few belts and inserters would be good. And then some steel would be good. Good that we are collecting it more or less in like reasonable how do you say, reasonable quantities we're taking already. So unfortunately not here. So let's maybe do that. And here we go with an insert. And we can restrict that also to maybe like this amount, just, you know, to have it. Good. Do we need some bricks? I guess. Why not bricks? And what else you need? Big electric poles. You can craft a bunch of them. Sure. Medium ones. Sure. Then we do need a bunch of those and a few of those. Why not? A few assembling machines. Wouldn't hurt. What's my usual layout? We have even lost our... It's interesting that we respawn with the pistol. I already had a submachine gun, right? Like that we just by default get a pistol. Interesting. Didn't think it would be like that. And then we want to probably have our heavy armor. For that we need more copper. Right. And I think we lost also a car. We had a car, right? Portable solar panels, yeah. We had some gun turrets, usually. So why not? We actually want to build defenses for all of our outposts also. Let's just double check here how we're looking. Like, pretty much okay. Like, there's a spider activity like sometimes near our stations, but I mean it's fine for now. Let's not be worried about that. We're also backlogged a little bit here. What do I need next? Exoskeleton? No. Speed modules too? Sure. Utility science? Sure. Efficiency modules and productivity ones. Yeah, you can do those things for me, please. Okay, I think we're on the right track. So my question is just now, what do we actually want to do? Since the last episode was a few days ago, I'm actually a little bit out of it, what my priority was, so I'm super sorry. I should have maybe looked up a little bit more like what we wanted to do, but I think we wanted to do our Powertown. That's why I zoomed into it, and why I'm building some radars, because we want to kind of allow ourselves to use that. And we have an issue still with productivity here. So what's the deal? It's plates. Yeah, true. So definitely plates are a huge issue, and we are delivering them from afar. The iron delivery. And it's waiting here in Völklingen, and we cannot really see much what's going on here. That's really too bad. This is emptying its inventory. And this is filling its inventory, so the smelting is just pretty slow, I guess, down there. Must be. Let's get those engines as well, just in case we want to build something there. Let's go to Völklingen to fix the issue, hopefully. Is there something useful in here that I could use? Light armor. Nah, this is all kind of old stuff. I guess those long-handed inserters I would take. Yeah, the rest is kind of garbage. We're doing a little bit of smelting here for the purpose of the iron, for the steel. And these smelters here, they are to be deconstructed. I see, okay. That's where we left it off. What do we need for a car? Not much, we can just build one. Okay, then let's put it in the queue. Yeah, I know, I'm building a lot of stuff, but you can see that it's all useful. It's all useful. And we're just walking by here to see about what is going on in our factories a little bit. So what was that again here? That is our stone haven. Okay, here we're also building a lot of useful stuff. Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah, actually, let's take those walls. Like, next time we come by a place, let's build a few walls. I think that's a good place. Okay, looking left and right that there's no train coming. And we're already in Völklingen. Let's see what the issue is here. It seems like the issue is certainly that we're bottlenecked on stuff. And we would need a few advanced circuits to actually build stuff, so that's something I should have picked up. Because otherwise this looks fine, it's just kinda too slow. Right, alright. So Powertown, iron drop, Völklingen, iron delivery in the main base, okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, let's go to the core base. I think I want to quickly go to the core base to just then see that things are running fine there. Because right now we're a little bit bottlenecked here and we want to scale this up. And we're going to get a few advanced circuits and build electronic furnaces. Okay, again, sorry that I didn't 100% prepare as much as would have been good perhaps. And yeah, those are still delivering a bit of coal, but not much. Interesting, we like half disconnected all this stuff, but not really fully. Right. Okay, there's also, you can see a miner. It's no longer busy. I'll just take that for future use, and this forest is looking dreadful. So the red circuits. Are we having enough red circuits on? Ah, yes, here. Not much actually. Our production is bottlenecked by the green circuits, of course, which are bottlenecked by the steel. That makes sense. And now it's bottlenecked by stone bricks. Maybe I should have taken more of those stone bricks. I mean, maybe this, I thought first this was unnecessary, but in the end it actually maybe is kind of useful to have the stone bricks here. And here the unloading is going fine. The belts are now filled again. So while we're waiting for a little bit of crafting, let's actually tear down this stuff. And the question is really, for me, do we need coal down here? And I guess the answer is probably yes. Because the trains are running only on coal and they're not fueled anywhere currently. But maybe it's okay. I mean, if a train really stops with no fuel, then we can just get it some manually for a little bit. And the long-term goal, yes, I think I looked at that after previous episodes sometime, that there isn't really, like, at least as far as I saw, like a really good meta for fueling trains in a base, unless you have like some sort of waiting area or something where you put them there and then automatically dispatch them from there and then fuel in that area as well. Or you use, of course, some more advanced fuels like rocket fuel, where the trains don't need as much of it, and then that's also a good option to fuel them with that, but you would need to still deliver that to different places. I suppose probably in the future, if we had larger kind of stations or cities, as you will maybe call them, that we could then put a delivery zone for some sort of fuel there, and then maybe a delivery zone kind of like for the overall maintenance of the station, such as also ammunition is probably another thing. At least that would make sense in my head. Of course, ammunition can also be substituted by lasers maybe. I wonder why they don't have like some sort of electric trains. Or maybe they do and I don't know about it. I'm sure there are mods if they don't have it officially. Yeah, I mean electric trains make sense for cargo, usually. They have a lot more pulling power. We're all running here on steam trains, it seems. Yeah, it's a little bit sort of satisfying to do that. I'm a little bit lazy to move my mouse, that's why I'm doing it just by clicking. But that's okay. Okay, now we have a huge amount of coal. And we could build maybe like some sort of second station down here later. Okay, we can clear that. I think this main base kind of thing will mostly be like the science area in the future, and everything else we more or less move somewhere else. That's at least my initial thought on the matter. I mean, we could easily put like some coal there to these two things here, but I'm feeling a little bit lazy on that. So we won't, I suppose. Okay, very nice. So let's then take a look if we can build a few more furnaces. We still have our queues to work through, so maybe we cannot build more of them, right? No. We could upgrade this here, this section here, why not? Just to be a little bit more generous here. So let's put 2 miners here. And then it was still a steel furnace, right? That needed, yeah. We don't have an electric furnace yet, but we will have in a second. Let's craft the car quickly. So let's put down a powerful furnace. Like so, and then we will insert here, and this is just a supplementary production to what we have, of course, in our stone haven, just so that we can produce a little bit more stuff. I don't think we need individual stones. I think it's just like those. Is there an inserter problem? No, it's mostly a production problem, I think. Okay. Not so happy with that, so steel chests a few. can put that on there. Okay, very good. And then now let's go with the electric furnaces. And the advanced circuits are now the bottleneck, but they should be overproducing now again. The science is definitely lacking the blue ones. Yep. And we don't have any of them to spare because everything is getting used in the blue ones. Why are you bottlenecked? Still the green ones. The green ones, they... What are they bottlenecked on? It's clearly the iron plate. Is this just thinning out too much? Yes, they are like half the belts are like little bit thinned out. And all the other production is bottlenecked. So I think if we are able to supply more, we would be able to solve it more or less. So that's the good news. So then let's do that. Let's oversupply and let's put my car in some spot. How do I access it actually? I think I cleared like the first line somehow. Yeah, okay, yeah. I remember kind of like how it works, but not really. Okay, I'll have to figure that one out with the hotbar. Let's jump into the car and go down to Völklingen. Völklingen also in reality decently nice town, very industrial. This giant steel mill, which is super cool to go to. So if you're ever in Saarland area, I would definitely recommend it. Stop by. I actually like it much more than Saarbrücken, the main capital of the region, because Saarbrücken has like a giant highway running through the city center. Völklingen has like the charm of a nice small German town. Should we scale to the back? I suppose there's no reason not to. It seems like there is clearly enough capacity on these belts to do that. Just don't know how much further back it's supporting the capacity, maybe 4. Let's just experiment and see how far we can go, and then scale also to the side. Of course we can. Alright. Like so. That looks good, and I don't foresee that we have any belt issues going to have any belt issues, because we have a full double belt of like input, and they don't seem like they really take that much. Are they sometimes input capped? No, the inserters are fast enough. Yeah, I think we can double that basically almost, and it would be no problem. And the belt is sort of decently getting full at the end here, but not to a degree where I think it's a problem. So doubling it, yes, would be a problem, but this is fairly reasonable. So I would first say that we have 20, so maybe just put one next to it again. Why not? But it should have its own access line, not like use this one. So we will just push another full belt here if we can sustain it. We probably can't quite, but in the future for sure. And then we're going to put the machine here, belt southwards here, and then of course the next line will be here, like so. And this one is another iron line, and we will put that one right next to that. Do we have some underground ones in our inventory? We do. Not a lot though. Oh, I'm saying I have actually quite a lot. Okay. Good. There's no reason not to go across here, I think. That should be fine. And then how do we split those here? Right, so I guess that's gonna be that. And then this one here, and then sort of like there. And then that will be this. And then let's just get that one. I mean, there's no reason to go so far up here. We'll just go like that. That should be perfectly fine. Do we have enough? I think so. Nice. Okay, and then it's just a matter of placing inserters and power, and we will more than double our output of steel plates so that we will not have this issue. And of course it would be nice to have a second train to go to kind of have like always one loading. Would be an ideal situation because we have two destinations to go to. Alternatively, that we don't unload fully at the destinations, but sort of like time capped, so that always the trains are moving. I think our network would not be able to sustain constantly moving trains because we just have no... Like the network capacity is actually really low, I would say. We don't have the ability to sustain a lot of traffic on our network. It's more that right now the trains are running very infrequently, and then it's okay that mostly one train uses the network at a time. If there's multiple using it, I think we would get into constant deadlocks where they cannot progress because constantly a train is like in some junction that it shouldn't be or something. That would not be nice. This could go faster. Come on. I'm more or less happy now with that. Okay, that's at least a bigger increase. So let's then afterwards go to Powertown to get an impression. What is the situation in Powertown? So nice. Okay, we're going to take this shortcut. Nice, nice. And here we are in Powertown. So, what did we left off with? We do have sulfuric acid, I think this is. Yes, it needs sulfur. So it seems like we ran all the way out of sulfur. No path to Powertown copper drop. Is that so? Did we want to investigate that maybe? Maybe. Sulfur. So it's loading the sulfur, but then brings it to this sulfur delivery here, and then also will bring it to Powertown afterwards. But I think then the problem is more that the copper delivery here is not going to go that way. Okay, then let's figure this one out as the last thing for this episode. Because I'm curious, I guess that was the mystery that we were investigating before my predecessor was run over by a train. Because he crossed some tracks without paying attention. Very, very dangerous. Yeah, here in Germany that's always a big deal. When you travel in other countries, it seems like it's much more commonplace, although I have seen it in Germany that some idiots go across the tracks. But in other countries it's even more casually done. And yeah, we were one of those idiots and we paid the consequences. Just in real life, you don't have a clone usually. So. Okay. Yeah. And you are saying no path. Let's test that out. So we first have to go down here, then down there. Oh, thought I pressed the right key, but I'm always a bit confused about the manually controlling. I thought you need to press right here. Yeah, it's actually true. Maybe you need to keep it pressed. Not sure. Not sure. And then this one seems like pretty straightforward. There is only one way. I'm paying attention also to the signals so that I don't ram into another train, because that would be the next catastrophe. And then from here we obviously have to go left from the train's perspective. And then of course here right. And then left again. Pretty much, right? Then here as well, it's pretty straightforward. So what's the big deal again? Like, what's the problem? Maybe it was a signaling problem. Maybe it didn't put a signal somewhere, because that seems to me pretty much clearly defined how it should be. I'm guessing it was a signaling problem. Let's see, can it find the way back? It can. So definitely, I think very likely it was a signaling issue. So let's pay attention while the train is going about signals. Do we see any issues with signals here? Maybe? Not sure. There's not so many signals there. These signals seem to work. These ones seem to work. These ones as well. This one seems all fine, because this track is pretty traveled anyway. Okay, now we have an issue because the copper train is on the route. Let's get the copper train back to Powertown. Then we can go after. I mean, you could put some signals here as well, I admit. And we should probably build some signals, since we already anticipate that we will need signals. Okay, so let's try this again. It says it cannot go. Okay, understood. So let's then go past this signal and let's go down here. Here's the junction where we need to go right. And interestingly enough, we cannot go up here if there's a train in this station, because kind of this is one block, but it's a bit ridiculous, of course, so we will just separate that block out so that this is like more clearly defined, and then we will go down here. And let's just check from here. Do you have the ability to go to Powertown from here? No, you do not. Okay. So there's still a signaling issue. This one seems pretty logical that you can go here. This one also pretty logical. There's no doubt in my mind that you are managing that one quite correctly. And then from here you probably still have a problem. Here's a red signal. So it's always the right-handed signal. So it's not a signal for us. So we go, nope, nope, nope. Go left. Okay. And this is still like where you cannot go manually. No. Okay. And here you go that way, and you still cannot go automatically. No, you can. Okay. Stop. Interesting. Let's just... Okay, that's not what I want. Go here. Can you go from here? Yes. If I go out of this junction here and into this junction, can you go? No. Why? So you always look at it. Oh, there's no signal here. There's 2 signals on this track. You see, this is like what I meant. There definitely must be a signaling issue. That's like 100% of the reason. Okay. Very enlightening. So this is an issue because the track here, it looks on the right hand signal, so there is no signal here that tells it can go. So I guess it looks then at the next one, which is this one. And I'm not sure because this one's also green, so why did it bother? Maybe because they're not connected, these 2 are connected maybe? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that we resolved the issue, so that's good to see. And we are going down here and delivering more copper. And of course we wanted to do something with the copper. So I guess building batteries was the idea here, right? That's probably it. So let's just quickly take a double check if we actually have all the required ingredients for it, except for of course the sulfur, which we require for sulfuric acid, but our sulfuric acid tanks are half full. I think we shouldn't worry about the sulfur. But I will end the episode in a second, so don't get too excited. Just want to double check that we want to do that. And indeed we did. So battery production, iron ore, copper, sulfuric acid. That's gonna be it. Then we'll have some batteries. And then we'll build accumulators. Cool, but that'll be the content for next episode. Take care, thanks for joining me. See you then.